today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2. And that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, this could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Canes will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Phillips. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. In some ways, guys, it feels as if the first part of the season has built to this. A real chance to prove yourself in a battle between number 1 and number 2.
I think this is a game, guys, that's really going to define the path to the national championship. It's rare that you get this 1 versus 2 matchup at this time of the year. So you know here, David, the energy is just going to be off the charts.
Yeah, because we already know midway through the season now what these teams are. And they're great teams that are trying to get into the playoffs. So whoever gets this dub now, you got a win against a top team for your resume.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Using his feet. Might have a chance. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll try it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Trying to get it to the marker. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a big gain. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
That shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Right back to the well. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Stepping to the right. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Got a little grass. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to him. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Mensah. He's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running.
Maybe a crease. Smashes ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Extra point here will tie the game.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play, that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Phillips. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The give to the left side. He breaks a tackle, weaves his way ahead, and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Runs through a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover, and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Mensah to throw.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. He's got it. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got an open man. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 13 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Sun Devils, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Well, he lets one fly deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Breaks the tackle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Mensah.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and, boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. There's some room. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First.